Hello. I don't know what this intro is now. Just hi. Um, welcome back to another episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. You may notice that every time I load up this game, the it changes, because last time it was in the first episode it was showing Holmes and Watson's chessboard. In the previous episode it was showing Holmes smoking his pipe over fire, and now it's showing him smoking his pipe at the window. So we are going to continue investigating the murder of Black Peter. I honestly don't know how many episodes are going to be in the series. I was trying to work it out last night. This is only the first case, and we're on the third episode, and each of these episodes have been over half an hour. So I really don't know how long this series is going to be. But you know, let's see. If it ends up being 20 episodes, then it ends up being 20 episodes. What were we doing again? Right. Hang on, what's that? Investigate. Right, who can I speak to someone again?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying another word.
Alright. Right. Right, so it seems I've got to go back to Baker Street and try and remove the ink from this letter. I remember the first time I ever played this, there were little mini games, but and we're back in the cart. There were little mini games like this. I can't remember if I was any good at them or not, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, there we go.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So, blue one goes first, and then it said use the orange reagent is the third one, so the green one is second, maybe?
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Right. Blue. green. And then...
First
let's have a
condition.
look at this.
All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
God. Great start to the video, eh? Oh, God's sake. Right, blue.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue. Third condition. Colorless reagent.
Right, so blue, green, orange, let's try blue again.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
I really don't want to skip this, but I have no idea how to do this. Right. Blue. Maybe blue again. And then orange.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again. First condition.
Right.
All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Third condition. Colorless.
Right, it's blue. Green. Orange. Colorless.
No, something isn't right. I need to
What do we
start
do
the
then?
reaction from the beginning again.
You know what? I'm sick of this. I know that was a bit of a cop-out, but I just... Honestly, I don't know what it is. I just could not figure it out. It's really annoying because I skipped something in the first episode as well when I had to realign a ship. Ah. Wait, hold on. Right. Right, so that's a deduction made. No, I don't want to go back there. That, that chemical thing that I had to do a minute ago, that sounds like, that looks like something you'd see on a GCSE maths exam. And I'm no good at maths. Scotland Yard, that's where I want you to go. This episode's just going to be full of Sherlock Holmes in a carriage. Right, so maybe I can talk to Liam, and ask why he said he wasn't the gardener at first, and maybe what the letter's about as well.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
The letter!
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work.
Is he
see?
northern?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Finally, Sherlock Holmes actually tells me what to do instead of leaving me guessing forever. Jeez. I hope you guys are enjoying this game anyway. I know I'm not very good at the game, I admit. But I hope you guys are enjoying it nonetheless. Because even though I'm not good at the game, I'm still enjoying it. I didn't realise as well how well Unreal Engine could make a game, because I'm doing games design at college currently, and I'm using Unreal Engine, and the games I've made on Unreal Engine are they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. But I had no idea that this game was made in Unreal Engine, and oh my god, it looks phenomenal. Right, where are the tools? In here.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
I don't know who murdered Black Peter, but I'm on. I believe it's either his wife or the sailor's lad.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
She even speaks like a psychopath. It's weird.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
It does seem a bit suspicious that Liam Hurtley wanted to hide the tools.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh no. There we go. For once, a minigame I don't skip.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
So maybe his wife murdered... So maybe Black Peter was murdered by his wife because she couldn't deal with the guilt that she was cheating on him. So she killed Black Peter so it'd be okay for her to continue her relationship with Hurtley. Maybe. So... Wait. But the missing tin box and her letter obviously had, you know, a direct correlation because the tin went missing because the letters were in there and obviously she didn't want to find them.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The letters!
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well,
Well, obviously,
here they are.
he hid them because maybe
Oh, this is
Peter.
terrible. Terrible.
They were worried
Leon,
about Peter
how
finding them.
could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Right, so we have Hurtley's motive. That's good. That's good development so far. I don't know why I'm walking back to the gate. I can just go into the menu. Like, if I can't figure out who it is, I'm probably just gonna have to go off memory of when I played this the first time. Right. Who have I got to talk to again?
I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Is this him here?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
I'm not saying another word.
Where is he then? Is he back at Baker Street? The character models in this game are absolutely brilliant. Like, I'm not sure what Unreal Engine they were made in. Like, considering they were made, I think this game was released in 2014, so maybe it was Unreal Engine 3 or Unreal Engine 4. But obviously Unreal Engine come out with updates now and then, so it could be Unreal Engine 0.9 or something like that.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
I didn't even notice that.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found
Little time
Patrick Cairns.
passing.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Two guineas. Like, the only currency I'm aware of back at this time are shillings and tuppence. So I've never heard of guineas before. Right. So he was pinned to the wall. Aha! I don't want to put a conclusion together yet. So, but it would seem that I'm gonna. This is Watson's room. Right.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Hi.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the
Aw.
British Empire. A map.
Right, let's go back to Scotland Yard. I didn't actually realise that. I didn't actually know why it was called Scotland Yard, because obviously it's in London, but it turns out Scotland Yard is actually the area that the police station is in. I didn't know that. Do I have to make a deduction before I go and speak to this bloke, or because I want to wait?
I'm not saying another...
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Right, let's try and figure this out.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
I've literally just done that. I literally went to do it, but the blooming outfit was locked. Oh my good God. So, it's gonna be, he says he arm wrestles for money and drinks for money, so it seems that the only way I'm gonna speak to him if we beat him in an arm wrestle or a drinking contest. Honestly, I cannot remember. Before I started playing this for YouTube, I have no idea, like, I can't remember the last time I actually played this game. So...
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
To the pub! Yes! What is that thing around his neck? It's not a tie, so... Developers. Amazing. Where? Whoa, what the hell? Oh, mate. Fancy a drink? Fancy a good Jack Daniels and Coke?
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
Good accent.
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Please be drinking and not arm wrestling. He's gonna beat me. Go on, son. Go on. Go on. Have him. Go on. Yes.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Are you joking? Right, this earring will obviously be something.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Wait, so I've got to beat him until he's had enough, and then
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
so did I beat him last time or not? Come on. Restrain. Go for it. Right, he's struggling. What on earth do I do here? Right, we've level pegged again. Now. I honestly have no idea what I did last time. Music's pretty good. Ah, damn it, he beat me.
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
I'm ready to try.
Fine.
You know what? He said something about Wales, so I'm going to skip it and just get to the case. I am not good at mini games.
You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you
I
a
actually
drink.
feel really bad about skipping it though,
Good
because
winner as
I
well.
genuinely want to give it a go, but I
Let's
just,
have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger, we sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
tell me.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
It wasn't Leon, it wasn't
I don't
John,
know.
was it?
During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the
Jeez.
Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But
What
all
goes
this
around comes
must
around.
be between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
So I've got to put something in this bloke's pocket.
Here it is. Have you got any tobacco? We've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Right, so that proves he was there. Well, Hurtley was there as well, and well, his wife wasn't. What was she? And Hurtley's got a motive as well. So, one, it doesn't prove Peter was the murderer, and two, because number two, we haven't exactly found his motive yet. So, right, what's next? Let's find out. I should have checked my objective.
I'm not saying.
Him again.
What am I doing here?
Right. Right, harmless. Right. It's been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love. But it doesn't go beyond the affection but harmless letters and words. I'm going to go with desperate jealousy on this one. Right. It requires a much greater strength than of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. I'm going to go with feat of strength, because it would be. I'm gonna say Hurtley was responsible for this. But what if I switch them around? Wait, lucky throw. I'm going to say Hurtley is guilty in this one. Wait, is there any other... I'm going to say Hurtley's guilty on this one. Liam Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law and all this. I have no idea what that says. Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must I don't know. Condemn him. Yeah. I really don't know. Well, what's done is done at this point.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey.
And my controller just
It
fell on the
caused a
floor.
conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I
I'm
see.
honestly surprised
Come
that
on
my
now,
headphones didn't
let
come
us
out.
confront him.
Liam Hurtley, you are formally accused of the murder of Peter Carey. We are aware that you were in love with Carey's wife. He was a violent and irascible man. He needed to be eliminated. You had no qualms.
But that's absurd. I'm innocent. Well, we caught you, lad.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Yes, accept it. I should have just... So that's one case down. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. To be honest, I had a feeling it was Hurtley. To be honest, because you know Sherlock Holmes isn't a trained harpoon, and he got the is it starting the next case because I want to do it in the next episode.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't
Yeah,
yet
sounds
told me
good.
who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I
course.
documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
That's his brother.
We're about
I
to
didn't know
depart for
Sherlock
the
even
train
had a
station.
bloody brother.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown
Yes.
itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of
Robin
idealistic
Hood.
terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need
All right,
me,
Lord
Mycroft,
Kitchener.
and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Nah. So, wait, what's this? So I think I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm going to start this case in the next episode. So Liam Hurtley was the... We concluded that Liam Hurtley did murder Black Peter because of his motives. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.